dragons and mind control commands directly to his brain.
So they can get a better signal, narrow him down.
Wrap my head in tinfoil when I'm not, trying to call anybody.
Yeah, I can't imagine that going horribly wrong. Um, Stamp, if you want to just make me a stealth roll and an unarmed attack roll, we can just wrap that poor lady up real quick. Yep.
Well, she did.
Yep.
Dun 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 dun.
So, just so everybody is aware, with 7 successes, assuming there is no dodging, that sneak attack was for 21 physical at -2.
That hurts.
We get it, Stamp. You have big arms.
He is a well-built shanking machine.
Yep. You've shanked her quite expertly. Is there anything you would like to do to try and do something with this crime scene that you've created?
Actually, no. I'm going to, basically, he's just going to sneak up. He is going to shove his cyber spur through something to at least make it somewhat painless. And as she drops, he's just going to keep walking, turn the corner, get back on his bike, and leave. He'll turn off one burner comm link, and he'll turn on the other that's got a different ID on it.
As you begin to walk away from the murder, you will hear the subtle beeping of a dock wagon bracelet.
Yep. I plan to be out of the area before dock wagon lands.
Yep. Just maintaining consistency.
Yep.
Unless somebody would get to think that it is a conspiracy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, well, we already know it's a conspiracy. It's the dragons.
Oh, that's right. I had forgotten that we had already sussed that out. See this.
Forget that.
Oh, I did hit the start recording button. I am better at this than I thought. Awesome. So as we wind the clock to the next morning, Scintilla, if you want to give me a perception test,
visual or any kind.
However you wish to do it, as you are hanging out outside of the stuffer shack watching what happens, and if you want to be incognito about it, yeah.
Wow, 2 successes.
Yep. So not quite 45 minutes will go by until you see that there is a police cruiser that pulls up to outside of the stuffer shack, and 2 guys get up and they do some hand gestures at each other, and one of them approaches the main front door, and the other one kind of. Would a stuffer shack have multiple? No, a stuffer shack would have multiple doors.
Yeah,
The other,
a stuffer shack totally needs a back door to take the trash out.
yeah, the other guy will kind of go off around the other side of the building.
Okay. I'm gonna drive off like I just bought something.
Sure.
Cool, that's fun.
And then as the Seattle dawn comes with gray tinted light, you will see that there is the rain has stopped for the day. That's good. There's only a 70% chance of rain for today.
Oh,
What do you guys do in the morning?
Well, I think Stamp is going to take this Sunday morning to ride down to the dealership and buy himself a Ford Americar.
Okay.
It's a very good car. Bickle drives one, You want to buy a car that had a recent murder in it?
No. If I wanted to go to Big Bob, I could probably get that, but
If you
go
want,
ahead and get the new Americar.
if you wanted the car that had the murder in it, he would totally be able to get one pretty easily.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have to pay for it.
Sure. I will have to roll a sin test against you just to, they do background checks, I guess. or because they're going to do a credit thing because you're an orc type thing.
Right.
Oh, you are great.
Yep.
You will be able to cash in hand windmill that shit on his desk and purchase an Americar.
Yep. So Martin Lagasse buys a Ford Americar, and he drives off. He drives off with it in tow, and he's gonna head back and park his bike. And when it gets warmer and not rainy, he'll ride his bike again. But now he's got a car.
I assume Bickle has come down with cold.
Yeah, Bickle, you're not feeling so good. You got a bit of a sniffle, a little cough.
Cool with me. Does it but it does come down here. Do I have any kind of what is the word I'm looking for?
Issues?
Do I
Yes, there will be issues at some point in time.
No, I meant do I have any kind of mechanical like penalty because I've come down with cold?
We will throw that in when it becomes relevant. Like,
Oh, we're gonna wait a little while, huh?
yeah, so like for example, if you were in the middle of sneaking somewhere, I may ask for a composure test to stifle a sneeze. That kind of thing.
I can live with that.
We'll see. Bodo, you actually have a news knowledge skill. Do you watch the news often?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold that if you'd like me to.
It's not so that you need to roll. It's more of just one of those things that you wake up in the morning, you check the news channel, you will notice that there is in the repeating news as you go about your daily business, a knight errant is looking for a person of interest, in a what seems to have been brutal taxi-related murder. A body has been found. They are looking for an assailant. They give the general description of Bickle.
ID and I Bickle would say you should really lay low for a few days.
Bickle can do that. So like general description, or do they actually have like one of Bickle's sins name or anything like that?
You want to roll edge real quick?
Sure.
Just to see whether or not they got your actual sin information, or if it is. I'm looking for like 3 hits to not get sin information.
In that case, I would like to pre-edge this.
I see. A test of luck should not be something that is influenced by luck.
Oh, sad face then.
You cannot be lucky about being
Nope, failed. They got one of my sins.
I will let you choose though, since you got 2 hits instead of the 3 hits.
There you go.
I will be benevolent in that aspect, I guess.
John Jones.
And that is a what?
Care about the least. Rank 4 sin. 1 month low lifestyle.
Is that where you are currently living?
No.
Oh.
That's my backup.
How I send it is through one of my other burners, which I toss out promptly afterwards, somewhere in Barrens, with time left on it. I go. What was the name on there? John
Jones.
I go, Mr. John Jones, you should definitely lay low for a few days.
Yeah, Bickle can do that. Anyway, so basic description. So I guess I'm going to be spending today shaving my mohawk, sadly. Depressingly, almost.
Almost.
So, what was that?
I said almost depressingly.
Well, no, he's super depressed about it. And generally, yeah, just laying low. Of course, that sin's gone now. Let me remove that from my wonderful.
Give me 1 second. My girlfriend's phone's ringing. I gotta make sure she gets that.
Sure thing. So we're gonna have to kill at least one more person to break even on this job.
Yeah, I mean, but we can kill a few more. That one only went bad for Bickle because car.
Yeah. I imagine your car actually looks like a taxi thing, so the description of a taxi is not.
Yeah, it's a Ford Americar that looks like a taxi. I mean, so millions in the city probably.
Yeah.
Not millions, but thousands.
All right. One thing I definitely want to check the news for specifically.
Uh-huh.
I want to see is there anything about our poor officer friend.
Roll your news skill. We'll see what you can come up with.
I also have news.
Scout specialty count or no?
Yep, go ahead and roll it. What was your specialty exactly?
Seattle.
Yeah, this took place in Seattle, so that totally counts. As I make some notes.
Make those notes.
I got 3.
As did I.
So with 3 hits on your news knowledge skill, you will also flicking around um hear a blotter from Knight Errant about how an officer is currently in critical condition because his dock wagon bracelet. Well, you actually wouldn't hear that because they would totally not advertise the fact that dock wagon is not everything that's great and it is appeared to be. But an officer on the cusp of retirement is currently fighting for his life due to some strange illness.
Damn, that thing didn't kill him.
He's a troll.
It was dosed with Kami. What the fuck?
And it was just a lizard that you carried around for a while.
Yeah, I'm denying that one to Scintilla. I thought you were supposed to. This thing was supposed to kill him.
I don't know anything about lizards. The pet shop guy said he would.
Get a refund or something. It didn't kill him.
Well, we do have to go back to the crime mall.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got confirmation on 2. The third one is in critical conditions. We'll have to swing by the facility and put a pillow over his face at some point in the future.
Or just ignore him and move on to a different target.
Or just ignore it and move it to a different target.
So it is currently Sunday. What's
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
How close could I get to that hospital just driving by?
Well, it's just in like the downtown area. You could drive by right out front of it.
All right. I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
It's not run my agent. Did it find anything on the correlation between all that stuff that I asked it for?
Not really. Like you're looking for stuff that
between the dock wagon girl and all the people on that list.
Yep, there was no mention that of her saving those people or anything along those lines.
All right, that's fine. I switch out my agent. I put her back, or I put Yumiko back into another thing or something like that. And I am actually going to pick up. Let's see what. There's probably multiple devices connected to that guy. Wouldn't there be? I'm going to run. I'm going to switch out my programs here a little bit. Still
Okay.
run smoke mirror, still run baby monitor. Let's see. I am going to run. I'm thinking fork.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to drive right by that place, and I'm going to be hot simmed in there for the maximum amount of action passes I can get.
All right.
And we'll see if I can't find that dude's room in the Matrix here while stealthy.
Okay.
That's how Bickle's spending his day.
glitching back and forth.
Dancing naked in his underwear.
Well, all right. We'll just go with that.
Well, he's got to lay low for a while, and he needs to do something.
So
For that mental image, I half want to know if there's a reward for turning him in.
there was totally a people with information should call number.
I should call that, but I won't. Because that would be bad.
Good luck surviving the shadow community.
Exactly. I need to look for that dude's room in AR. Or in BR. Well before I actually get to the place.
Sure. Roll me some matrix perception.
I'm fine with that.
There is a those people that got the good night's sleep, except for Bickle, because he was probably tossing and turning and coughing and sneezing and having a hell of a thing.
Probably. Do you want me to roll it like insomnia?
Sure. Unless you're taking any kind of other situations about it.
Nah. I mean, I'm not just gonna pop long haul just because I had a bad night.
Why not?
So 10D. Why not indeed? Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Yeah, Stant doesn't get any sleep, but he also stayed up all night to shank a bitch and then drive away.
Yep.
Also, I rolled 10D. Oh, anyway.
Insomnia is a 4 threshold, so I'm sorry, Bickle.
Yep. Wah, wah, wah.
No edge for you. Scintilla and Bodo, on the other hand, can totally get edge back as long as they didn't do anything silly.
No, I went home after seeing the police.
Sorry, I think I may have accidentally talked over you there, Scintilla.
Oh, no, Scintilla just went home after seeing that Aaron show up.
So, what you doing, Bodo? You got 3 successes. So it doesn't exactly have all of the stuff necessarily running wirelessly, because that would create a pretty crazy noise area for a hospital. Imagine all of the people with all of their stuff running wirelessly. 5 pieces of equipment for a dude running wirelessly and all of that kind of stuff. There'll be like a singular icon for each of the rooms. Which you can, see all those icons, but it's a lot of searching.
All right. Is there any way for me? I checked and find which room he's in. Is there any way for me to influence what he's doing without trying to bodge some files in the actual host?
All of that stuff would be in the host, like his personal information, his
Is there any way for me to find out without like destroying something, some files, or going through a mess of files? Could I just like hit something really hard in Matrix and just break it down? Is what I need to ask.
You could pick a random icon and brick it if you wished, but as to which one is his room, that's going to be a lot harder to find out.
All right, I'm going to try and find that out.
Sure. Yeah, take a quick look at some knowledge skills real quick. Do you want to roll your security tactics thing real quick?
Sure. I imagine they're expecting this.
Well, we'll see what your dice say about the current situation. So with 2 hits in an incredibly suspicious situation of why the fuck was there a poisonous lizard in his apartment, there's probably going to be at least 1 guard posted, and the hospital staff will definitely be kind of on the up and up about what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bodo's gonna probably call it off after taking a quick look and saying, "Well, that's a lot of shit for me to get through."
Yeah. You could, in theory, hack into the hospital's host and find his information that way and arrange for something to go horribly wrong. But from outside the host, that's going to be really hard to.
Oh yeah, I figured. I was just wondering if there was any, if it was. I was wondering if I could, if there was a device that I could probably bring to do that, or. But now that you mention that, there's if I did that, they'd probably bring in something else just to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah.
So what's nearby that I can go to? And is there
There,
any nearby hotels that aren't super awesome?
there is totally like a little no-tell Motel 6. Um, it's not going to be exactly the best place, but it is a automatic kiosk that you can just kind of insert cred stick, pay new yin, insert how much time you want to spend there. It does offer there are just a day rates because this is in downtown, so
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to get a full. I want to get a full day. I want to make it look like I'm actually going to be staying in town.
sure. That's just that would just be 200 new yen
All
for
right.
the day.
I pay that out. It's going to be to my obviously fake one.
Yep. Bickle, you are a dancing machine, so if there's anything during this day that you want to jump in with, you let me know. But otherwise, I will.
No, it's a safe assumption that Bickle's going to lay low today, maybe tomorrow. My only communications will probably be to Stamp and anybody else who wants to talk to me.
I mean, you are on the news, and they are out to get you.
Yeah, I mean, this is again though, this is a pretty standard state for Bickle. I mean, he knows about this kind of stuff. He prepares for it. The only difference is today, instead of it just being the dragons, it's dragons and knight errant.
So,
Scripted Aries.
Stamp, you bought your new car. Satilla, what are you up to?
Well, kind of waiting to go shank someone, really. I guess want to call them up and see if anyone wants to roll down to the crime wall.
I would like to point out here, just OOCly real fast, Bodo, you could still kill the old lady. You know, med switch thing.
I'll
Yeah.
see that through.
Well, I got time to do that. We get paid per person, so there's no reason for me not to finish the job here if I can.
Stant will totally head to the crime mall. He needs to buy a pair of silencers, one for his Ares Predator 5, and then one for his Remington 950.
Bickle sends a DNI to Stamp. Could you pick me up a new identity while you're there?
I got somebody better for that, but you're gonna be paying for it.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we'll talk after I'm back from the mall.
Just walk in. I'd like a new identity, please.
At the crime mall, that's not exactly out of that kind of thing.
Right, but Kyoko's got better IDs.
Yeah.
Than what I'm gonna get at the crime mall.
So you and Scintilla are heading to the mall?
Yeah, I have the new Americar now, so we'll take the Americar out because it's warm.
Bodo, are you going with them, or are you gonna try and murder an old lady?
Oh, that one. Please, that one.
Murder a old cop, and then I'm gonna try and murder an old lady.
Okay.
You just call me Grim Reaper.
You don't want an old Reaper.
No, that ended badly for the last person on the hub with that call sign.
Yeah.
So you guys will drive down. Scintilla, this car smells fantastic. That new car smell is literally dripping over top of it. And then you will pull up outside the crime mall. The same two guys that were kind of guarding outside will see you come up. If you guys want to Stamp, just roll me a perception test real quick. I'm sure you're going to see what I have in mind here, but
Wait, should I roll one too?
If you want. I mean,
There you are, sir.
yeah, there it is. Okay.
Nice.
So Stamp, as you roll up, you will see one of the younger orc guys who's standing guard, and he looks like he gets incredibly nervous as he is on the side of the door that you are approaching. Scintilla will approach the guy on the other side, and he's gonna do the peace tie thing. Stamp, are you overtly carrying any weapons, or are you just being a Stamp?
Stamp is wearing his armor jacket today, so he is very clearly in Hellions colors because the armor jacket actually has the Hellions MC patch on the back. That's like the full back.
Mm-hmm.
He does have his Predator 5 at his hip. He is carrying open on that, and he's also got a Cougar Fine Blade in his boot.
So this poor youth is gonna give wide eyes. Sir, I can you. And then he's gonna
What?
and he's gonna look past your large form over to the other guy that's doing security at the door and kind of be really scared when that guy doesn't give him any kind of let's say encouragement. Oh god, can you just not cause any problems inside? And he kind of closes his eyes and winces like, oh god.
Stamp should kill him for being so brazen.
Stamp is not a what metatype is this kid?
He's a young orc.
Young orc? Oh, I'm not gonna kill a young orc. Stamp will kind of roll his shoulders. You hear like all the vertebrae in the neck crack, and he's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just here for a bit of shopping."
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Stamp is just gonna open the door and step right inside and give a little bit of a wink and a grin to Scintilla as he walks in, as she's peacebound.
Yeah, no, he's the poor man's. It was his first day.
Oh, see, he is the second most likely to die after the person who is 2 days from retirement.
Right. So you guys are once again back in the crime mall. What's your plan of action?
I want to go to that fragging pet store. Is the same guy still working there, or is it someone else?
It's the same guy.
Okay. I want to confront him in a confrontational way.
Okay.
So, you sold me this lizard yesterday. You said deadly dangerous, and you can't even kill a guy.
His eyes blink in. Eyes basically wink and then wink as though his blinking was off calibration. Yeah, very poisonous. Kill a man's.
This is what you have to offer me. You're gonna say the exact same thing you said yesterday.
He's gonna look. Stamp, did you go with or?
Stamp is just kind of looking around in there and just kind of checking things out. He is currently in the store as well, yes, but he's off to the side.
There's lizards and bugs and things that look dangerous because they're behind glass.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them will kind of strike at the glass when you get closer if you do the finger tappy on thing.
Oh, he totally does.
Uh,
Jerk his finger back and say, maybe not.
Scintilla's having some serious doubts about this proprietor now, and I think she's gonna have to ask for a refund. Could I get my new yen back for this your defective lizard?
do you have lizard? Where's Frankie? And he'll stand up straighter and look around as though he's somewhere in the room.
Not exactly, but
You bring Frankie I give Nguyen back.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
Very deadly.
I can handle that, I guess.
Frankie is quite possibly.
The Skype shit.
Yes. So yeah,
So,
Staff will finish looking around. He's gonna head out and go get himself some silencers.
Sure.
I'm actually gonna go check out the guy that we're supposed to cack later.
Sure.
And see if he's actually got silencers and kind of size up his mans.
Please, dear God, buy the silencer you kill this dude with from him.
Well, that's the point. Yes.
So I tell you what, if you want to roll, silencers are 9, right?
Yes. Silencers are 9.
So if you want to roll, let's say 5 dice, as long as you get a hit, that'll be like a -4 because you were, yeah. So he will totally have silencers for the pieces that you are asking for.
Okay.
He's going to charge you $750 a piece for them.
I can deal with that.
Excellent. He is very happy to meet someone of your esteem and tries to upsell you on various things.
I'm sure he does. Actually, I'm going to ask if he's got any capsule rounds for drug injection.
Do you need them preloaded or?
Depending on what he's got, preloaded would be great.
What are you looking for as far as?
Either pepper punch or narco jet rounds.
Yeah, they're popular. He'll totally have those. Plus 50% cost.
All right, give me a second. I'm putting my purchases on my items, so they've got them. I love that Hero Lab lets me specify the price when I buy them, and go back to ammunition.
The clips that he will hand you are zip tied, so that you like can't just slide them into a day gun.
Right. That makes sense. All right, so we're gonna add.
Speaking of zip ties, I want to head into the bathroom
Uh-huh.
and I want to cut the peace tie on my sword with my combat knife.
Sure.
And I want to just kind of daintily place it back, but cut on top of where it should be. I can make it.
Yeah, palming will be good.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna do 30 and.
While you're
He's getting 2 mags each of pepper punch and narco jet for his heavy pistol.
Yeah, you go ahead and do whatever purchases you're gonna do. Meanwhile, Bodo, you said you wanted to try and kill a man in a hospital.
Oh yes.
Yes. Let's see. Would a hospital actually let you poke into there?
So you could probably get in as just a visitor, but actual marks on there, no.
Well, I don't need marks to do much. I just need to get into there and be able to get to something that I can fuck with the data on. That will kill him, if messed with. I don't need marks on the host for that. Hopefully.
Potentially.
If I do, I can always change that. So I'm gonna enter as a guest.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna start poking around, moving around. I'm gonna be silent for most of this after I get my guest pass.
Yep. You are in the host as a person. There is a patrol ice running that is just. Yep. Patients everywhere.
All right, and then I'm going to start looking, of course. 1 second. I want to read something real quick here on an action I can do. And data trails. It's not in my cheat sheet. So, all right. So So is there anything I need to roll other than matrix perception to find the specific room or anything?
It would be a matrix search.
Which is roughly the same roll if I remember correctly. Same stats.
Yeah, it's just matrix searches take significantly more time.
I thought they took like a minute in the host or something.
Depends upon the depth of search you're going for, but like a matrix perception is, I'm going to look at a wall of files. Matrix search is, I'm going to take that file down, I'm going to open it up, I'm going to flip through it, and then I'm going to close it, put it back up, grab the next one, pull it down, open it up, close it back up.
All right. Well, I'm going to switch out my fork for search or browse or whatever. Make it go by a little faster here. I'm just going to look for his room specifically.
All right, so a little bit of time is going to go by, and you see nobody under the name of Robert Johnson in the hospital.
Any trolls of that age?
You will find that there are a couple trolls that are in that age category, specifically 3.
Lacerations.
I'm sorry?
Looking for lacerations. That might be consistent with an animal attack.
Nope, you don't see anything along those lines.
Let's see. I think it was mentioned that there was what was it that venom was called? The thing in the saliva, the bacteria was called?
I don't remember, but you can totally look for that.
I'll look for that.
So you will spend some time looking, and you don't see anything resembling an animal attack. Your hits on the security tactics earlier will note that a man who was attacked in his home in a strange fashion would probably not be in the hospital under his actual name with actual details.
All right. Well, I'm going to look for where the police are kind of gathered around. They're probably expecting something obvious. So after that one, I mean, that's not exactly hidden. Is there like a room where there's multiple police around it?
I'm sorry, and how are you?
Icons, personas. If there's any personas that are obvious.
Let's.
For a while, so.
Yeah, no, you were there for a while.
Just sitting there browsing the internet.
Yeah, you could totally find that there is a singular KE officer on duty on one of the floors.
All right, which floor is that?
Let's go with roll a d5. Let's find out.
All right.
He is on the 3rd floor.
All right, is he patrolling any specific hall on the 3rd floor, or just in general?
Hard to tell. It doesn't seem like it, but you don't get like 100% accurate location.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk putting myself out that quickly.
I can't imagine anything that would go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Hacking KE. Let's see. I'm gonna go to where the help desk is, and gonna check what's. I'm gonna roll a matrix perception here. I want to ask some questions here about some of the people around.
Sure. Let's see some bones. You have some questions.
All right. Is there a device? Is there a comm link at the help desk?
Yes, there is a persona there that you can interact with.
What's its rating?
I feel like it would be like a rating 5.
That's a high rating for what I want to do.
So it's in part of your matrix perception. It is a persona. It is not a device. It is just kind of. It looks like it's an agent, a automated help desk.
All right. I'm gonna look for. I want to find a decently low rated one that looks like it may be somewhere where a person who's a nurse might be.
So you could find probably at least a rating 3 comlink. It's probably as low as we're going to go in this area.
I'm gonna hack that.
Sure. You cool with that?
I'm gonna hack me. I'm running hot, so hopefully I'll get at least one more action.
Did you throw 2 more dice for running hot?
I'm also running sneaky, so that.
Yep, forgot. So, you do not have a mark, sir.
All right. It has mark on me then.
Yep.
Erase mark.
I'm gonna take a quick look and see what that is.
That would be cyber or computer plus logic. So.
Oof. All right, you have successfully erased a mark.
And then hide. Because that way if they look, they don't see anything.
Versus intuition plus data processing. Uh, okay.
That's gonna be awkward for that person. What's that noise? Huh, nothing. All right. What's my Overwatch sitting at right now?
Currently at 4.
All right. Let's try that one more time. I'll keep that.
Same comlink or a different comlink?
Same comlink. One more try on that.
Okay, you have a mark.
All right. Let's see. I am just going to start poking through that thing's file since I have a mark to go into it now.
Sure.
I'm trying to see if there's any sort of email about a special patient.
Do you want to roll a quick matrix perception?
I don't like that.
What's right not to like about matrix perception?
Oh no, that roll with 2 successes.
Sure. So you will find a couple of files in there, mostly in like duty, updated patient list that got downloaded when they came into work that day, that kind of stuff. You have 2 questions that you can ask about the various files and things that you see in here.
Is there anything marked like, refer to special for this patient or any sort of thing that I would look at and I'd go, that sounds kind of suspicious.
Do you have any medical related stuff?
First aid, but I don't think that'll help me
Uh,
here. Security tactics to try and see if
yeah, let's roll that and see what you can find. So with security tactics, given as how they haven't really done anything overtly to the easy to find stuff, it's possible in the updated patient list that there is something in there to point out, hey, this is a VIP, make sure that these are the authorized visitors, no other visitors, that kind of thing.
I will check that.
You have a another matrix perception question if you wish to ask.
Does it have a data bomb?
It is not data bombed.
Dude, I didn't think it would be, but then again, I didn't want to check before, or I didn't want to do that before before I opened it and then found out the hard way. All right. I'm gonna edit that file over. Why not? Just copy myself a copy of that. Or can I look at it without doing that?
As I don't feel like looking to see what the specific rules are in the situation. It is encrypted because it's almost as if they don't want people looking at other people's medical information. So,
yeah, I'll copy over then for sure.
well, it's an encrypted file. You cannot do that while it is encrypted.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know that. I thought I could pull that over and then just just sit there and at my own leisure file away at it. All right. I am going to switch out. Do I have decryptor? Yeah, I switch out browse for decrypt. I'll take a crack at that. Why not? All right. What is this is something I haven't done before. Oh yeah, now I see it. Crack file, hacking and logic. Sorry guys.
It's fine. We're just plotting the murder of 6 other people.
You comfortable with that?
Yeah. Pretty good margin of success.
Damn it, Rob! Stop trying to play League of Legends.
That was the thing I sent to somebody because apparently the starter pack is free on Amazon, which.
Okay, so you hate them.
Well, sort of. I know they already have an account and it's full of free stuff.
Just making sure.
So you have decrypted the. Ooh, I'm sorry. That's actually resisted by the.
Protection rating ×2.
So let me find the host rating type table. I think I actually owe you more dice. I do owe you more dice, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't like that. That scares me.
To be fair, you are trying to continue the murder of a man who
you said was getting a kitty.
He was a cop surrounded by other cops in a cop hospital.
That's just a hospital.
Yeah, that scares me. Don't make me more scared here, guys.
You should be scared. You shouldn't be going after him. You should go kill the little old lady and leave this guy alone.
All right.
He survived your lizard-based assassination only to be thwarted. So you have successfully decrypted the file?
Can I read it from without popping it over, or do I have to pop it over?
Well, you don't have to copy it over to begin to reading it. What would you like to know about it? There's a list of people who are approved visitors. There is his room number, which
I look for him. I want to make sure. I want to get as close to him as I can.
Which is room number 362.
Cool. I'm gonna close that comm link. What am I sitting at roughly OS wise now?
Currently 10.
Cool. That's a good 30 before they start showing up.
Something like that.
I'm gonna go to his room. Is there any sort of devices sitting around there that are
like in his room?
Yes, that are wireless.
No, not the wireless. Remember, as we talked about earlier, there is like a singular icon for each room because too much wireless stuff begins to have certain problems. So you're gonna go over to the elevator and go up in a thing?
No, I'm not going to go physically there. Now I know where he is. I guess I have to go and actually mess with files now.
Yes, that would be correct.
Because otherwise, I have to find a way to bluff through those KE.
Hold on one second.
Doctors. And I do not want my only fake sin burned. I am going to try and locate that file then.
Sure. Um, you do have a mark on the host because you got a mark on this poor comlink that is, of course, slave to the host, which reminds me that that defense pool should have been a lot higher then. Oh well. Um, Actually, no, I guess then it's not necessarily for it to be slave to the host. It could have just been a login type situation. Get the new update and then continue on with your business. So we'll see how that plays out. Um, you are in front of the icon for 362.
All right. Does it display any sort of data like on the guy other than his fake name, his fake injuries?
It has only the very briefest of information of like when he was admitted and that kind of stuff. Um, it doesn't actually display all of that information. Otherwise, you would be able to see it when you looked earlier. It is in fact also encrypted, asking for a passkey to access the information on it.
All right. All right. And this is his file, right?
This is his file.
I guess there's I'm gonna do a quick matrix perception here, make sure no one, because like someone said in the chat, I just did a real loud action earlier.
Sure did. Don't worry, I was waiting for mid-roll for something to come down on you.
I mean, I am running silent right now, but
Yep. Good news, that's an opposed test.
ugh,
What was your 9 dices?
matrix perception.
Alright, you may ask me one question about that file.
I was actually gonna say I'm looking around for people for any sort of spider or anything like that. If there is anything that I noticed.
Ooh, that was super loud. So, you will notice that there is a second piece of ice that has launched. As I scroll down here. Trying to find out what kind it would be. It would seems like there is both patrol and marker ice that are now around.
Wonderful. Well, that's still not too dangerous, as long as the spider don't catch me doing something. I will give that decryption a try here.
Sure.
Let me double check to see what decrypt actually does. I don't know if that gives me extra dice or if it just raises my limit. All right. Oh, wow. That's. I should have picked up something else. I am going to try and decrypt that file then.
Sure.
And let's see. I'll post edge it.
Okay. How many edges do you currently have?
3.
All right. Oof.
I much prefer that result. Now I'm up to 7 here.
All right. You have decrypted the file.
What do I see?
You see a whole bunch of information. They are currently trying to flush his system from the crazy toxins that seem to be in there. What kind of things are you looking for?
First I'm going to check my Overwatch score one more time because I'm
13.
All right, 13. That's a happy number here.
It's a lucky number, I hear.
Yeah. Lucky for me, unlucky for them, hopefully. What are they using to flush his system?
for the most part, it is things like antibiotics, water pills, those things that you take to make you pee, and they have him hooked up to like liquid nutrients that just kind of like, so this way he doesn't dehydrate while he's hooked up to a catheter and stuff. There is notes that were it not for his trollish constitution, he would have most likely have been dead already when he made the phone call for 911, essentially.
That's great. Let's see. I can probably add something to that file. I'm going to DNI Stamp here because I have no clue what to add to this guy because I don't know medicine. I go, Stamp.
Right.
I go, buddy, old pal, friend of mine. If, say, I wanted to kill a troll with medicine, that hospital would have.
I'm going to wander a second.
Do. Things are naturally silent.
I'm still here.
Sorry, it was my fault.
Nope, no problem.
So first aid check in this kind of situation. I don't really know what you would do.
So basically, like the things that I would roll would be either first aid to try and think of something that's going to do the opposite of what he's currently got, or forensics for what would I find as cause of death.
So your I guess your first aid knowledge is like, oh well, they're feeding these antibiotics to try and get rid of the horrible toxins in his blood. If we stopped that and kept it from starting back up or slowed the rate that they're trying to flush his system, that might do it.
I have medicine skill.
Throw dice.
Well, DNI was
3 successes.
So you're able to, by the hand waving them, that is the actual medicine skill, have an idea of things that will actually help you accomplish your goal in this situation. I will need you to roll logic plus sleaze, sir.
logic and sleeves. So I'm counting roughly my sleeves here. It's 11 plus 11. Let me double check that. Yeah, 16 dice. I'm okay with that.
You are lucky you are the defender, sir.
I feel lucky.
You should, because this could have gotten super awkward super quickly.
Alright, edit file action.
Sure. Throw dice.
Alright, let me get back to my awesome Superior Logic would be the roll for that, which is, I think, 8 dice. I'm going to re-roll that one.
Glorious.
Perfectly timed dice, right?
Fuck these dice. I guess I have to be okay with that one.
This is true. I'm sorry, sir. You have not copied the file or done anything to it.
Well, it's not like I got any less obvious that I was here.
No.
Yeah, I'll just try again on my next initiative pass.
Sure. Mm-mm.
The subtitles for this is great here. I just want to say that.
You're welcome.
All right, just tell me, what's my OS at right now?
13. Edit file is not an illegal action.
Okay. I couldn't remember if editing a file that someone else owned was or not.
No,
All right.
it is a data processing action.
All right, I'm just gonna keep trying until I succeed or someone finds me.
Oh. So you're able to make 3 edits to the file. I need you to roll logic plus sleaze. It's going to be a total of twice.
Okay. Oh, I'm definitely okay with that. I got 5 successes on the other.
God damn it. All right.
Who is true to his avatar right now? He is a ninja.
The luck just continues to roll on.
So now that I put in my obligatory, dude, you should totally stop giving this guy antibiotics and give him this thing that Scintilla said to put on there, and this other thing Scintilla said to put on there. And did I put the thing that Scintilla said to put on there on there?
Probably.
All right.
So you have added some things to his care listing, we'll call it. What is your next thingy?
Do I have to recrypt this file after I leave, or is it just like they can still or it's not like going to be a big deal?
Have to is a
For them not to be like someone messed with this file, and they put stuff on here, and
it would certainly help.
All right, I am going to try to recrypt it as closely as possible to the original.
Let me double check.
And to assist with that, I will actually put encryption on my deck for this next one.
It's probably not a bad idea. So I'd look to double check what that actually is. That you need to.
It's still day 2, right?
Yeah, it is Sunday.
Right. You are dancing in your underwear while Stamp buys silencers and chemical rounds and looks to buy Rufinol, and then he's gonna go make himself a batch of chocolate brownies with rum icing and mix in Rufinol and some actual rum, and then he's gonna start making people unconscious with them.
So actually, it's just another edit file action. It's just a logic plus computer, and you got to try and get a number of hits that comes to the thing.
Since I broke through it, I'm going to ask if I know roughly what I'm trying to hit to.
Yeah, you would have gotten that when you matrix received it. It was a rating 5 encryption.
All right. So I'm going to try and put that back on.
Yeah,
Not
good.
a bit out of place.
Good luck.
Do I have to make that all in one roll, or is that one of those extended tests?
You are more than welcome to extend it in a situation where at least 2 people are looking for you.
I want to hopefully make it in one, but I'm not holding my breath. So roughly how many hits do I have to get on this?
You would have to get 5.
Okay.
Because those are the number of hits that becomes the protection level.
That's not too bad.
Do you want to extend that test?
Yeah.
All right. If you could make me 2 of your logic plus C's tests. Are you cool with that on 3?
I'm gonna burn my last edge on that. I do not want them to find me.
All right. And I'm sure you meant spend, not burn.
That's exactly what I meant. Sorry.
That's fine. I mean, if you
Spend
could
first, burn later.
you could burn now. I'm completely okay with that.
All right, that's 8 total for the first one.
I'm consistent on this.
I'm hoping that you are consistent.
God damn it.
That spider must be pissed.
He's not necessarily pissed. He's just looking. There's a lot of people that it could be.
Um, what's my OS right now?
Currently 13 because your edit files are not illegal actions.
I wasn't sure if the post leads were counted against me here.
No, they are not. Yeah, no, he does not find you. You have 4 hits on a thing. If you want to give me one more computer logic test to get the last point of encryption on there.
This is at -1, right?
Yep, as an extended test.
That's all I needed.
Excellent. All right, what is your next course of action?
Switch to AR, unplug, restart.
All right, so you will get out of there, and we'll see what happens with that situation, because that is an interesting situation. Whew. It's amazing how quickly this time seems to tick up on you.
Mm-hmm.
Stamp and Scintilla, you guys are in the crime mall. What is your current course of action?
Current course of action for Stamp is to try and find a vendor selling Rufinol.
That is some kind of crazy super roofie, right?
It's basically regular roofie. If I look at chloral hydrate, it is actually basically a poor man's lace with no memory loss. And if you add it to alcohol or mix it with a sweetener, it's probably like 15. It basically just like knocks people the fuck out.
Okay, yeah, no, you're in a situation that there are criminals everywhere around you. That is fairly easy for you to find.
Okay, 5 goes into that, and I think that will be all I need.
Wait, are we not killing this guy right now?
Well, one, we're in the middle of a busy crime mall. We probably shouldn't. We should probably wait until after he leaves, and then, because I've still got to take the piece bindings off of the stun rounds, because the pepper punch and stuff is going to be what knocks the other 2 guys out, so I can cap this fool.
Sure.
You could pull a Skyrim where you just shank the man and then run away from the ads.
There is a door right next to the stall. If we parked outside of it, we could potentially run.
That is a possibility.
It's probably a fire escape though, so it'd probably alarms. But
I really don't want to start shit in the middle of the crime mall dressed as a Helene right now. That would be kind of bad. So, I'm going to do one last visual perception on the 2 mooks aside from our target to see specifically if they've got any full body armor or something that would chem seal.
So they're very obviously not wearing full body armor. It doesn't look like they are even wearing. It's like a nice suit, like an Argentum coat, not quite Sleeping Tiger. He, however, is wearing a very nice custom tailored suit, looking very much the criminal man that he is.
Okay.
That's smart.
Then, that being said, have no problem leaving now. I need to put Bickle in contact with Kyoko so he can get a new SIN. He's got the money for it. If not, I'm not going to bother. And we'll just kind of keep an eye on the crime mall, see what time he leaves.
Get me that new sin in my life.
You got plenty of sin in your life, Bickle.
What rating SIN do you want, Bickle?
What's the cost for rating 6?
Rating 6.
It is 2,500 per rating point.
Right. So you're looking at 18.
Yeah, let's go rating 6.
Licenses?
Same rating and where, car, guns.
So I guess I'm not going to be keeping an eye on the crime mall. I'm going to drop
I'll stick
Scintilla
around.
off, and all right, dropping Scintilla off, and Stamp's gonna go pick up Bickle and take him to Kyoko because he's got to go in to give off the sample in order to get that SIN.
I do indeed.
Okay. Are you guys going to anticipate making this murder happen tonight or tomorrow?
Honestly, it's probably going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
There are other people we could kill, but if Kyoko getting his identity is going to last most of the day, then we're not going to be able to do anything until sundown.
No, that's
You
fine.
can, in theory, just ferry Bickle around and then go back to what you were doing.
Yeah, you want a wanted criminal riding around in your brand new car?
Well, there's already a wanted criminal riding around in my brand new car, but I don't want 2 of them.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, so Stamp can drop him off at Kyoko's, and just as he drives off, he's like, "Don't touch nothing. I'm burning a favor for this."
Damn.
Touches nothing.
And Stamp is gonna go back and he's gonna need to gear up in order to drop this guy at the crime mall when he closes for the night.
Sure. Let me ask you guys a quick question because it is 5 o'clock. We have been going for 5 hours. We do have the option of flipping over into a 2-parter. We can continue going today. I've got nowhere to be. I would like to make some dinner. It is up to you guys. If you want to reconvene next Saturday to continue on at it would be the same time. You guys would automatically get in and such. Or we can
Go ahead.
Or we can continue going today. It does not make a difference to me.
I would personally rather reconvene. I was planning on a 4-hour run.
Yeah, I was planning on this being a lot more like the lady in the Stuffer Shack where you just kind of followed her home and shanked her in the alley. But there was a little bit of
Right. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of creativity. I've got no problem going either way. If we want to reconvene, that is no issue with me.
I mean, I would like to say I could do either, but my schedule's kind of weird. I work third shift and work weekends most of the time.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be next Saturday specifically. We could work out a part 2 of it and schedule that and do it and make sure that all you guys are available.
Okay.
I'm okay with doing it Saturday, but I won't be able to be like 6 hours on Saturday for sure.
Oh no, I'm hoping that it's not going to be that. We have to the crime mall guy is probably going to be a couple of rounds of combat because he does have 2 mooks with him. The old lady is going to be a little bit of Matrix because unless you guys are going in there to do something crazy. I am pretty sure you guys are not going to go kill the 9-year-old.
Well,
That's debatable.
All right. The current plan is not to kill, is to sort of maybe kill the 9-year-old.
right. Basically, Stamp is going to do the kill in transit on the Federated Boeing exec.
Mhm.
He's going to do it on the crime mall guy. He was anticipating doing the same on the MCT guy.
Right.
And he was going to bake a roofie cake for the retired lady and the 9-year-old, and basically knock out the families, and then just who needed to.
Damn.
Bickle was planning on assisting with that. Until,
Bickle's going to bake a cake.
Yeah. I guess Stamp's got it all figured out.
I mean, it.
Some stabbing roofie some people.
I mean, if Stamp's way didn't work, then Bickle was just going to climb a water tower, hopefully without gyres, and start shooting at things.
I don't know anybody who would.
Or lose. So be careful with that.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Stamp after he got his silencers, he got another essentially full Godfather. So
Yeah.
whatever we want to do
Yep.
is fine by me.
I will.
Both, but until it has to go, until it has to go.
I mean, if everybody else wants to continue on, I mean, it's pretty safe to assume that Bickle could just say, "Hey guys, laying low for a week," and you guys can just, finish off the job if that's what you want to do. But I can't continue anymore today, unfortunately.
I mean, I don't want to cut someone out of the run just because they had real life here.
Right.
That's why.
Right. That's why I'm kind of bringing it up.
How does Monday sound for everybody?
Sure.
I mean, I can show up at 12.
I have work until 3 p.m. Eastern, which would be 3 hours after this. I would not be home to be able to run until 3 hours after we started today.
I wouldn't even be home until 6 p.m. Eastern. So I mean,
That's kind of where I would be at as well. Just if we're doing it during the week, like the earliest that I can start
Is everybody here not foreign?
correct?
Huh? Yeah. I'm on Eastern time. I'm on EST.
Yes.
I think we've got 3 Easterns and a Central.
All right.
I'm Pacific.
I'm sorry. You're what?
I'm Pacific.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to stop the stream, and we're going to talk about this, I guess, off camera, mostly because it doesn't really need to be in the recording.
bye Twitchers. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Big
Actually,
love to you all.
I guess I could just hit the